Hey Astro Kids, and welcome back. And in today's video, we'll be talking about Venus in the 6th house. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. So just a few quick disclaimers before we start. You first want to understand what sign is Venus positioned in. Is Venus exalted in Pisces in its own sign of Libra or Taurus, or debilitated in Virgo? This is very important to understand for the functioning of Venus. Along with this, you want to see, are there any planets conjunct with Venus or giving an aspect to Venus? This will also shift how Venus will play out in your chart. Along with this, it's important to understand which houses in your chart are ruled over by Taurus and Libra. Along with this, is Venus compatible with your ascendant Lord? It's also important to understand that Venus will mature at the age of 24. Another significant moment is during a Venus return, where Venus returns back to its original position within your natal chart. The most significant event, though, is during a Venus Mahadasha. So if you have not seen my video on the Venus Mahadasha Bhuktis, I will leave a link for that above and down below in the description. So what does Venus represent? Venus is a planet of love, of relationships, of romance, of sexuality. It is all about coming together in connections. So Venus really represents any kind of relationship we have, but specifically in a male's chart, it can represent the wife. Venus is also a planet of luxuries, of comforts, of happiness, of enjoyment. It is all about the sensual pleasures of life. Venus represents all of our fashion, all of our material attachments that we have in this world. Venus also is related to entertainment, to the arts, to music and dance and drama. It is all about our creative talents. Along with this, Venus is representing childbirth. Venus also is somewhat connected with spirituality as well, as Venus is known as the guru of the Asuryas. So Venus is dealing with the lower or the hidden knowledge, the occult knowledge. So what does the 6th house represent? The 6th house is a house of enemies, conflicts, legal concerns, litigation, divorce. All of this is coming through the 6th house. It's also a house of illnesses. So the 6th house in general is all of the obstacles that we deal with in our daily lives. It is all about our daily work life, our everyday routine and responsibilities. The 6th house is also dealing with small animals, so our connection with pets can be seen through the 6th house. So what happens when Venus enters into the 6th house? Well, this is a little bit of a challenging position because Venus is a planet of love, harmony, and this 6th house is how we deal with the challenges and obstacles of our everyday life. So Venus isn't completely comfortable in this 6th house. However, it can give some positive results. So Venus in the 6th house, first of all, is a position that doesn't like conflicts. And this can make you someone who likes to resolve conflicts. You can be very skilled at mediating, counseling, all sorts of concerns where you are resolving problems and issues within society. This can make you very much service-oriented. You can be involved in causes that help the underprivileged, that help animals, that help people in need. This definitely can get you interested in the medical field as well. You can be into medicine, healing, and typically Venus in the 6th house gives you natural healing abilities. So even if you're not going into profession that has to do with healing, there's definitely something about you that is very healing. And this makes you someone who is very attractive as well. People are drawn to you. People feel that they can trust and rely on you. So this is definitely a positive position. And again, you want to see how Venus is placed here. Is it being influenced by malefic planets? Is it in a sign that it enjoys being in? This is very important to understand. But Venus here can make you an excellent counselor, doctor, anything in the healing professions, a social worker, again, anything dealing with social causes. You can even work in a facility like a hospital, prison, institution, because Venus is aspecting onto the 12th house of those larger secluded institutions. Venus here can also give you a huge love of animals. So you could be someone who has a close pet, or you could work as a veterinarian with this position. This definitely is going to make you inclined towards animals and the care of animals, making sure that they are protected and nurtured. Venus in this 6th house also can make you highly creative and talented. talented, because this sixth house is a very technical house. So this being the original home of Virgo can make you very detail oriented. You have a fine eye for beauty and detail, and you can be a perfectionist. You can be very technical in the way that you approach art and creating things. So this can make you a very talented person. When it comes to relationships, though, this could also lead to some conflicts. If you are trying to solve problems for your spouse, if you're trying to be perfectionist in this area, then you can find that your spouse will take this in the wrong way. Typically, though, in the workplace, this is an excellent position because people see that you want to help, that you want to find solutions to problems, that you're a very reliable and responsible person in this area. Venus here in this sixth house, as it aspects onto the 12th house, can also give you a great love of spirituality. You can be interested in all of the astrology, occult, numerology, wanting to dive deeper into the mysteries of life, because this is all connected with the 12th house. 12th house is also a house of foreign lands, so you can also have a love of going into foreign lands at some point in your life. You can be attracted to foreign cultures. You can even have foreign connections, and because Venus represents the wife in particular in a male's chart, you could find that you find a romantic connection in foreign lands or while traveling. Venus here also, though, can make you very much service oriented in your relationship. Again, you want to help your spouse. You want to support your spouse. And again, if this is representing your spouse in the case of a male's chart in particular, then definitely your spouse is also going to be very supportive of you as well. So this creates a very supportive type of relationship. You want to really be there for one another. Venus here can get you very much interested in health and diet. Again, this is a house of the medical profession, but this can also make you very much focused on your own diet, on fitness, on anything that could help you in this area of wanting to really work on your own health. So definitely this is a position where you could get into your diet, you can get into supplements, you can get into all sorts of situations where you're trying to improve your health. Sometimes this can be a position of divorce and separation. You have to look at the entire chart, but Venus is representing relationships, and the sixth house is all about legal issues and concerns. And it is 12th from the seventh house, which is the original home of relationship and partnership. So it is the loss of that. So sometimes this can be seen. Venus here also is a position where you want to be very careful about your health, because Venus likes to indulge in the sensual pleasures of life. So this can make you overindulgent. This can give you a sweet tooth. There can be all sorts of health concerns related to your diet. Sometimes, if Venus is badly placed in this position, this can give you a low self-esteem sometimes. It also, especially if Venus is debilitated, can make you very picky and choosy about your partner as well. So again, you want to be careful about leaning into those perfectionistic qualities, as that can create some problems and rifts in your relationships.